I'm Michael K. Williams, and I've lived in Brooklyn my entire life. But it wasn't until recently that I got to go to, or even heard of, the Weeksville Heritage Center. The work they do there preserves and shares an important site of Black freedom, Black empowerment, and Black self-determination. Man, I was so incredibly inspired when I learned about the history, the institutions, and the community that Black people built long before the Civil War or the Emancipation. But all that history is in jeopardy, y'all. If we don't come together and act, the doors of the Weeksville Heritage Center will be forced to close this July, 2019. We can't let that happen. Historic Weeksville was established in 1838, 11 years after New York State abolished slavery. Located in modern-day Crown Heights, it was one of the few intentional self-contained communities where Black people could be free to work, live, learn, and thrive at a time when none of this was a given. It established schools, benevolent associations, and 3 churches that exist to this day: Berean, Bethel Tabernacle, and St. Philip's. It built orphanages to care for our children and a home for our elders. It founded a newspaper, the Free Man's Torchlight, that included community news alongside lessons in etiquette, reading, and mathematics. By 1850, it was one of the largest communities of free Blacks in the United States. But by the 1930s, Weeksville was absorbed into a changing Brooklyn and almost lost to history. In 1968, local activists and working people from the neighborhood fought to save the last physical evidence of the settlement's existence, the historic Hunter Fly Road houses from urban renewal efforts. These local activists saw Weeksville's teachable past and envisioned an educational center that would bring pride to this underserved part of Brooklyn. 50 years later, Weeksville welcomed over 14,000 people into its spaces and programs in the last year alone, doubling its visitors from 2017. Its arts, culture, and educational program allows the spirit of Weeksville to resonate with new generations, while its collections and historic preservation work continue to provide insights into the richness of the past and inspiration to thousands of people, including 6,000 school children each year. It's an institution that we cannot afford to lose. Weeksville Heritage Center is the only African-American historic site of its kind in Brooklyn, and we must rally again to save it. The historic Hunter Fly Road houses are the heart of Weeksville, and they're expensive to maintain. The Visitor and Education Center, a beautiful 23,000 square foot space for bringing the community together around Black history, culture, and creativity, cost even more. The expenses are overwhelming the center's ability to meet basic obligations. The team at Weeksville need time to develop a funding and operational plan that ensures that they will never be put in this dangerous position ever again. Your gift will give Weeksville the time they need to complete their plans for the future. Your support will help save the center and all its services for the present. Your contribution will help save the legacy of the past. Your donation will help save the Weeksville Heritage Center.